Well, I think after they made it 2-1, we didn't respond well. But it's obviously a spot we have to be much better in, and just the consistency in our game after that obviously let it get away from us.
Was it particularly disappointing just given the effort the previous night and then how you guys kind of controlled the pace of play in that first period?
For sure. I mean, anytime you don't get the result, you're disappointed, and obviously we weren't. You know, we talk about consistency throughout 60 minutes, and obviously just our level of execution, especially defending, and just making it harder on their goaltender as well. So, yeah, we're disappointed with the result, and obviously not making a more difficult night on them, given the start that we had. Obviously getting back in the game and being right there.
John, you mentioned responding better. What'd you say on the bench or in the locker room to get a better response?
Well, I think a lot is always said, but obviously just our level of execution and those details that are needed night in and night out. That's what makes an 82-game schedule, and the need to find the level, especially when maybe things aren't going your way or plays aren't as clean, all that sorts of stuff. It's a long year, so but we have to do a better job, obviously, of executing those details, especially in certain moments of the game, to continue to give us a chance and be right there, especially when we did a lot of good things in the first half.
Did you include some of the offensive plays in that, John, in the first period that didn't fall for you guys? Or?
Well, we talked about making it more harder on the goalie and continuing to attack the net, whether that's with traffic or obviously just trying to win pucks and obviously take them to the net, find second and third opportunities and being able to generate momentum that way. I think we would have loved to have been cleaner in a lot of pucks tonight. Just seemed we always were kind of just putting it over each other's sticks or it was on the backhand, but there's nights like that. So you got to find ways through that and make plays when needed and obviously defend well to get your game going and obviously fight to earn the result you want.
What did you make of Matt's performance in a game like this?
Matt's has been great all year, and I still think has been really strong for us even tonight. After they took the lead again, we just had some breakdowns that led to some odd man opportunities, and those are tough to defend and tough to give up. So that's some of the consistency in executing our details and being aware of those situations and how we have to be better there. So he's played great for us all year, and I think he was solid tonight too.
Do you think the game kind of turned for you guys?
I think after the first, I thought we were pretty good in the first. Feeling good about our game, and then they get one on the power play, we respond, and then they respond quickly, and then it kind of gets away from us after that.
Is it particularly disappointing just because the previous game and trying to kind of correct some of those things didn't quite translate or carry over today?
Yeah, I think so. I think that adds to it. After a game like we had against St. Louis, you want to respond and you talk about things you can do better than when you go out and you don't exactly execute those things. That's definitely reason for concern. But I mean, generally speaking, as a group, we know we have better. So I mean, that adds to the frustration as well. So it's about getting those things fixed.
What was the difference in more than half? It went up 2-1. The outcome is still,
Yeah, I think for us, to your point, the game's there for us, and we never really take it. They get one, like I said, after our power play goal, and then, we're not able to respond and take the game back. Then ultimately that ends up being a big difference.
It's a tough one for Matt. How do you guys support him in this situation?
I don't think it's a tough one for Matt. Matt's been great for us. He's been great all season for us. If there's a power play goal, there's 2-on-1s, there's breakaways. Like it's not on him. He's been great for us all season long. So as his teammates and as individuals, we have to return the favor and take care of him.
Mitch, how do you assess how that game went in your turn?
Yeah, really good first period by us. Just consistency. We just got to make sure we keep going with that same mindset. Kind of gave up that one on the kill. And then, I don't know, just kind of, it just seemed that their push just outworked us, outchanced us, and that's just unacceptable. We got to be better than that.
Is it particularly disappointing just given the game you guys were coming off of going into this and looking to try and kind of flip the script and things that way?
Yeah, I mean, especially losing 2 in your building, you don't want to do that, especially giving up as many goals as we have. We all got to do a better job. We all got to help out more, support each other more. I thought in the first period they were breaking out real quick, real fast, getting a lot of chances the other way, and we just got to make sure we continue doing that. And they did a good job in the second and third of taking away a lot of breakout passes, coming with a hard forecheck, but we got to make plays around it.
What's the best way to shake us off and then bounce back next game?
Just relax. I mean, we're a great team. We know that. So just make sure that, it's not going to be an easy matchup Saturday. We know that. Divisional rival, a team that, we beat in their building last, so they're going to come hungry, come pushing them. So we just got to make sure we're ready to go right off the start, assert ourselves right away and just make sure we don't get away from it.
Thoughts on the All-Star nod?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. A couple of things you dream as a kid of, playing in this league, winning that Stanley Cup and, trying to get to that All-Star game. So it's a cool accomplishment. It wouldn't have happened without a lot of these guys in this room, really everyone in this room. So, like I've been saying, it's not a one-man thing out there. It's all 5 guys constantly. I got to thank my teammates for helping me out get that. It's a cool accomplishment, but, trying to focus on the here and now, and, when that comes, I'll enjoy it with my family.
Mark, how do you assess a game like that?
I thought we came out really well. I thought we had a really good first. I thought we generated some chances and didn't give them too much. And then I think obviously the turning point in the game was they got that second one right after we tied the game. And then, it just felt like it was snowballing from there. Thinking about the goals, a few, the one on the PK goes off me. I think the one went through my legs, and I don't know if it hit me again. So those are tough for Murr. I mean, we either got to block them or get out of the way. So feel bad for those few goals that are going off you and in. But I think that's where the issue was. Obviously, we got down one, and we didn't really get back to sustaining zone time and generating anymore. We sort of traded some chances, and they got some good looks. Obviously, a breakaway and a lot of odd men. So not the way you wanted it to go, obviously. But first period, we can look at that as a positive, and then after that, we gotta clean that up. There's way too many looks for them.
Defensively, how do you correct that? You have a couple of games now where there's just kind of been some examples.
Yeah, I think we did a good job in the first. Again, like breaking the puck out is the biggest thing, and then just thinking back, I mean, we give them a couple of shots that went off myself and in, and then a couple of breakouts that weren't clean. We're turning it over, and they keep it in the zone. So it sort of snowballed there in the second. We've been really good at getting momentum back ourselves. For whatever reason tonight, we just we got down and we started taking too many chances, and they're not a team that gives up much, and they were turning it over and going the other way.
Matt, how do you assess that game overall?
I think it just comes down to a stretch in the second period there where, if I make an extra save or two, keep us in the game, then it could be a whole lot different. So I think if we could have mitigated that stretch a little better, then the game could have gone a different way.
It's difficult when pucks are kind of either not necessarily screen, but the puck is going off the leg or whatever. I think it could be hard to kind of track and read in that regard. Like, how do you adjust to that? Like, how can you?
Well, I mean, those are bounces that are going to happen in games sometimes. Guys go try to block the shot, and it just skims off them, changes direction just enough. So, and then obviously, they did a pretty good job too, getting pucks and bodies, traffic, sticks to the net. So it made our job pretty difficult.
Now, before the fourth goal, I know you were jostling it with Matty Beniers in front of the net and kind of shoving him. Was there frustration kind of boiling over there, or was that just more of a heat of battle kind of moment?
He was just wide open in front of the net, just trying to do what I can to put him off balance.
When games like this don't go your way, Matt, how do you put them in the past and move on to the next one, the next day or whatever it is?
Well, I think you just try to take what you can from it and learn from it, and then move on. Like I said, I think the game could have gone a different way, and we had stretches, especially in the first period. I thought we were in control of the game. So you take what you can from it and you move on.
maybe as good a start as we've had, and our good first period as we've had in a long time. Moved the puck extremely well out of our zone. We were in full control of the game. Both ways, offensively and defensively. I thought we handled the neutral zone really well defensively too, but you know, we generated 6 odd man rushes in the first period, and that was a lot all through the most part how we moved the puck coming out of our end. So we loved that, and then we didn't get a lot from it. You know, we got a couple 2-on-1s, didn't generate a shot. We got in behind them on a breakaway. You know, Willie's in alone there. We're not able to generate much of a shot. All he can really do is shovel it at the goalie there. A couple others where we could have really just challenged the net and looked to make something happen, and we didn't. So, you know, you get a great start, you know, but I'm sure on the other side they look at it, we're on the road, it's 0-0 and all is good. So I didn't like that we weren't able to capitalize and to take control of the game on the scoreboard with how well we played in the first period. And then the game's up for grabs from there, right? They get one power play, and I thought we have an excellent penalty kill. You know, I might be wrong, but I think it might have been the only shot attempt they had, and after about a minute and a half, they get one shot attempt and it goes in their net off of Gio, and that's kind of the way the game went for us. You know, we didn't capitalize with our looks early in the game enough. So, you know, you leave the game up for grabs after that.
How would you assess Matt tonight in that?
We need to get a big save from him, right? Like, it's coming, the game's coming, and we need to get a big save there. But like I said, look at the first one. He doesn't get much action at all in the first period, and then that power play, there's not a lot happening. He's reading the release one way, it goes off Gio's shin pad and in. You know, even the second one, you know, like he screened on that one with the guy coming through. So there's some funny goals going in there, but obviously, you know, like we need our players in the first period to make a big play, take control of the game. We need our goaltender to make a big save to kind of get us going and give us life too. So we didn't get that. So those are the kind of things that, you know, stand out about the game. But like I said, there's a lot to like about our first period. We play like that. A lot of nights we take control of games and don't look back. But today we let them hang around and paid for it.
Outside of Murray, what did you think of the team defensively in that final 40 minutes?
Well, you can't give up a breakaway. You can't give up that 2-on-1 in the third period. Aside from that, I thought we were fine. Like I said, first period, you know, I think they might have had one shot. I think one of the shots came from the neutral zone, and we had one shot on goal in the first period. Defensively, I don't know if we can get much better than that. We made some big mistakes. You know, the breakaway is a big mistake. You can't. The game's already 2-1. You can't make that mistake. So that's one that we'd like to have back. But aside from that, it's a tough game to play when you're constantly pulling the puck out of your net. So I thought that took the life away from us a little bit, but I'm not going to overthink that part of the game because it's a funny game there. We didn't do enough offensively to really gain traction and keep ourselves afloat.
Any thought after the Beniers goal to making a change, just given that there weren't a lot of shots?
Yeah, a little bit. Just trying to consider, you know, mixing things up a little bit, but at the same time, you know, Matt Murray's played a lot of really good hockey for us, and I thought he deserved the opportunity to stay in there and fight.